to the final, and welcome back to the helmets and the pads. Bengals minicamp, Paul Brown Stadium. To introduce the rookies to Bengals football today, the veterans get to play along before they have to leave it to the youngsters Saturday and Sunday. And the idea for today was get Carson Palmer plenty of snaps. He got 75% of them, thrown to mostly veteran receivers all afternoon. Marvin Lewis excited about the new blood that he's brought into Bengals Den, and that includes his first pick, Chris Perry, who insisted he was not nervous about the weekend. Just excited to get going. And several newcomers on defense like Kewan Ratliff impressed in the first day. But remember, it's early.
So I kind of still feel like a rookie. I feel like I know a lot of these guys are coming in today. I know what it's like to be in their shoes and being here for the first time. And I definitely feel like I'm a lot further along than they are. But I still consider myself a rookie just because I don't have any snaps yet.
Man, I'm mad. I need to talk to technical because I can't practice tomorrow. I can't practice Sunday. It's a one-day thing for the veterans, but I could use it. There's always room for improvement in my game.
Last night I probably was up till 1 or 2 in the morning. I know they said we need to get rest, but it was kind of hard knowing it was your first day of your dream. So just putting on the NFL helmet and the NFL gloves with the logos and the socks and things like that, I was kind of on high the whole practice, and I didn't come down until basically just now.
Gotta love to hear that, don't you? Be sure to join us Sunday night. Kerry Automotive Sports Authority, one-on-one with #1 rookie running back Chris Perry in studio. It's your chance to get to know the Bengals' top draft pick and running back of the future. It's Sunday night, 11:35, right here on the Sports Authority. And
beginning yesterday, rookies filed into Paul Brown Stadium and began a crash course on Bengals football the Marvin Lewis way.
A few veterans like Chad Johnson and T.J. Hushmanzada were on hand, while others like Brian Simmons stopped by to check out the newcomers. But today, it was just the rooks. The new guys trying to make their way and make a name all over again. 2 weeks ago, they were names on a draft board. Profiles of potential. Now it's real, and we take a look at some trying to make it big and beefing up. Marvin Lewis worked his rookies hard and fast again today, taking them even deeper into the playbook and further along the path of expectations in the NFL.
You know, when we go back in, we're going to have about 10 more new plays coming in tomorrow, adding on to the ones that we already learned the past 2 days. So, there's a whole lot of things, but that's why we got to stay focused, and that's why, they call it the NFL, huh?
Geathers is a defensive end out of Georgia who's made an impression with his quickness off the ball and around the corner.
So far, what I've seen these days, the scheme is set up for a guy like that to be able to do it, so I think this is a perfect situation for me.
On the interior defensive line, Matthias Askew, a Michigan State man, appears to be making the grade, but he's still adjusting.
Everything moving fast, head spinning a little bit. Everybody, they coaches throwing a lot at us, trying to see if we can catch on real quick. But it's going pretty good.
To a man, they are trying to stay focused, and each handles it in his own way. Caleb Miller, a fast, undersized linebacker out of Arkansas, thinks about nothing but the next snap and the next test.
I'd probably implode or, just spontaneously combust if I tried to think about all that stuff. So I just try to kind of keep my mind real level, on what exactly I'm doing at this time right now, and it keeps me, from going crazy.
Of course, the biggest man among these rookies is offensive tackle Stacy Andrews, 6'7", 345 out of Ole Miss. Primarily a track man in high school and college, he has a total of 80 snaps under his belt. But is he worried about this limited experience?
No, I'm not worried about it at all. I'm going to do it. I'm a fast learner, so I catch up. Me personally, I think I can bring a lot to this offensive line. I love pass blocking. I need to work on my run blocking a little, but I get that worked all out. So I'm going to bring a lot to it.
Well, the Bengals used all 3 of their 4th-round draft picks on linemen. Their #1 pick was spent on running back Chris Perry out of Michigan. Wearing the number 26, formerly worn by cornerback Tory James, Perry showed off the skills, especially catching the ball out of the backfield, that made him so appealing to the Bengals coaching staff. Chris ran for nearly 1,700 yards for the Wolverines last year, but he's back to square one in the NFL. His first task, learning that playbook.
Terminology at first, your first day, you don't know anything. So you come in, with a clean slate, and they're throwing all this stuff at you. And it's pretty confusing, but once you get a chance to go back to your hotel and study your plays and study the terminology, it starts to come pretty easy. And so now once that we have a good base, it's just easy to build on.
Tory James, by the way, is now wearing the number 20.
And that includes his coaching staff. Today, signing former Raiders defensive coordinator Chuck Bresnahan to assist with a variety of duties and help focus on third down passing situations. Now, let's go to Paul Brown Stadium, where the Bengals this weekend get to know all the newcomers at their 3-day rookie minicamp. That includes those hoping to claim a spot in the backfield alongside top pick Chris Perry. Then there's those who will make the team and contend for a starting spot, like Kewan Ratliff or speedy wide receiver Maurice Mann. The coach weighs in on the 3-day set.
Well, I think it really worked out well with taking the OTA day on Friday. The veterans setting the tempo, and because they got the majority of the snaps, and the rookies were able to kind of stand back and watch, you know, as far as, and then to be able to keep that same tempo the next 2 days with them carrying the torch was good, because they got shown how to do it.
In the minicamp, it's pretty much all a learning process. You definitely don't want to go out there and try to get anybody hurt, especially any of your teammates. So you definitely utilize those 3 days to just get your mentals down, knowing where you're supposed to be, and just knowing, getting the big picture of the defense.
A couple of rookie free agents made big enough impacts this weekend to earn one-year contracts: linebacker Joe Ciafela and tight end Michael Walker. The team also waived 3 college free agents, including former Mount St. Joe's defensive tackle Eric Johnson. And bye-bye Kurt Kittner, the third-year quarterback, was claimed off waivers just 9 days ago and obviously didn't impress. Well, Bengals top draft pick Chris Perry is hoping to have a tremendous impact on this team this season and perhaps for years to come. Tonight's the night you get a chance to learn all about the running back from Michigan as he goes under the helmet with the voice of the Bengals, Brad Johansson.
Harvey, thanks very much. Chris Perry joins me. Minicamp weekend, it's here. I kind of asked you, were there nerves coming into this first NFL experience at all?
I think I'm more anxious than anything, more anxious than nervous. I'm just ready to get out there and get started.
And as you come in, we talked about kind of the experts pick. Chris Perry wasn't supposed to go before Steven Jackson. He wasn't supposed to go before Kevin Jones. What was your take on what the experts said about what the draft was going to have for you?
No, I really pay no attention to the experts. You know, if there were such experts, they'd be on a team somewhere, on a coaching staff. So I don't pay them any attention. I'm just ready to get out there and start playing.
Did the Bengals warn you that this might be coming?
No, I had no clue. You know, usually when a team is really interested in you, they bring you out on a visit. And the Bengals didn't do that. They, you know, held their hand real close to themselves and surprised me on draft day.
You visited Dallas. You visited New England. So Cincinnati plays out for you. Rudy Johnson's there. Corey Dillon is gone. As you walk into this backfield, what do you feel your chances are of making an impact in year one?
I think my chances are very good. You know, Rudy's a great running back, and hopefully I can come in and complement him. And so give him a little breather when he needs it and help the team out as much as possible.
Most carries in the history of a Michigan running back. Do you think that was the most enticing thing for Marvin Lewis and Jim Anderson to pick Chris Perry?
I think that, plus my versatility, being able to catch the ball out of the backfield and block and run very well, I think it all, you know, really helped them decide to pick me on draft day.
Now, if they say Chris Perry comes in as probably a third down back, a guy that can catch the ball, comes down, are you okay in first year as Chris Perry as a third down back?
I want to win. I think that's something that's big about me. I just want to win. So if me being a third down back coming in every third down and trying to get a first down, as long as we win, I'm ready to do that. I'm happy.
Your family story is rather gripping. Your mother dealing with breast cancer, in remission right now, going through some radiation treatments. How's she feeling right now?
She's feeling great. You know, she's going through her radiation, like you said, and she's just really happy that I've been blessed enough and fortunate enough to be an NFL player, be picked by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Author of 9 different novels, and yet I understand you have read 0?
I'm in the process of reading some of them right now.
I think that's a story. Doesn't Mom say, come on, tell him you've read at least a few of them?
I'm in the process. You know, I know what they're about. I know what the premise is on all the books, but I haven't had a chance to read all 9 of them. They're pretty long. Okay,
Playbook comes in this weekend. You've had a chance to glance at it already. How difficult is it going to be to learn this offense?
You know, it's going to be pretty difficult, but you know, it's part of being a pro player. You got to, you know, buckle down and learn the offense, and once you learn it and get it down pat, it's easy.
When you look into your NFL career, and obviously this is something that you dreamed of quite a long time ago, do you have goals for yourself as to what you want to accomplish, what you want people to say about you as an NFL player?
I just wanted to say that he was a great NFL player. I think everybody who comes to the NFL wants to be a great NFL player. You know, a lot of people have a lot of naysayers. I just want to prove all my doubters wrong, and that's something that's going to carry with me each and every day when I go to practice, and I'm going to work hard to try to prove myself. People
are going to talk during draft. You went here, you went there. My friends say, what are your friends saying about you're at the Cincinnati Bengals? What do people say about the Cincinnati Bengals?
Everybody's pretty happy about Cincinnati. You know, we saw the turnaround that happened last year, you know, how they went on that winning streak and how you could see a winning attitude every time you saw Cincinnati on the TV. So And I haven't had anybody say, Cincinnati. Everybody's been pretty positive.
Your initial reaction to Marvin Lewis, Jim Anderson, the rest of the coaching staff that you've met so far?
A great coaching staff, you know, a lot of experience, and, you know, they know how to win. And I'm just really anxious to get working with them.
Thing that you believe you can contribute the most in first year?
I think I can contribute a great compliment to Rudy. You know, Rudy, like I said before, is a great running back, and I can just come in and, you know, give him a breather every once in a while, and hopefully I can help the team win, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Bengals fans excited that you're here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Chris Perry. Harvey, we'll send it back to you.